Yeah, no, it's only pretty short. Obviously, we've had a 5-day turnaround and travel as well. Back from Brisbane, so it's been a pretty light week. But I think most of them come up okay.
Are you likely to bring two in? I see kind of name.
Yeah, again, like he hasn't played for a couple of weeks, but he trained well today, so he was carrying a couple of injuries anyway, to be quite honest. So we still haven't decided 100%. So we'll see how he's pulled up and go from there.
Craig, you said it at your press conference last week. There was a chance you might know what you're doing with your future this week. Have you had any progress?
Not a lot actually. It's been a hectic week because it's a 5-day turnaround, so I haven't had a whole heap of chance to sit down and have a look at a couple of things. There's been a couple of things that have happened that have sort of made it a little bit more complicated, but I'm pretty sure by early next week I'm sure early next week I'll be making a decision.
Are you able to give us a little bit of insight on?
Probably not. No, probably not. I'm not sure myself. So.
Is it on your side or the Storm side?
Oh no, there's a couple of things obviously. There's things footy-wise and things for the club as well, and obviously family things come into it as well. So there's a few variables, I suppose. So we just need to work them out.
So can we hold you to next week, Craig?
Say again?
Can we hold you to next week?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sick of thinking about it. So I need to make a decision for myself actually. So.
There was a bit of talk up in Sydney about having conversations with Billy in the rooms after the match. Can we read anything into that?
Billy Slater?
Yeah.
Oh, I've worked with him for 20 years, so I was probably saying good day to him and whatever. So I'm not quite sure where Billy stands as far as being a head coach. I'm sure he'd do a great job without a doubt, but he's got a few other things going on in his life. With obviously with his horses, and that they're really important to him, and breeding horses, and running horses, and then with his commentary as well. I think he enjoys that. So, with all due respect, if he's got a bit of a itch to coach, well, he's probably scratching that with Origin. So. Like I say, I'm not sure. I certainly wasn't talking to him about that. I haven't spoken to him. That's a thing between him and the club if it comes to that. So but like Billy's in here once a week. He's not in here during Origin, obviously, but he's in here once a week helping our outside backs out. So I can't remember what the conversation was about, but it wasn't about that.
I see Jason Ryles has been linked to the Dragons job. Obviously, you know him well as an assistant. Do you feel like he's ready for the top gig somewhere?
Oh yeah, I think so. It's, sometimes I don't know. Probably he doesn't know. But at the end of the day, I'm sure he'll do a good job. He's been around the game for a long time at the highest level, played the highest levels. But he done a great job with us while he was here, as an assistant coach, and I'm sure he's doing a great job with the Roosters as well. So. If he gets that opportunity, I think he'll do a great job.
Brisbane are on top of the table. I mean, what do you see that's different in them this year? Obviously, Reece Walsh has made a bit of a difference. Payne Haas playing well.
Yeah, I think I think I've said it before. I think what Kevy did well over the last 2 or 3 years. They decided they were going to rebuild the club and brought Reynolds and Capewell in for a bit of experience, but they really stuck with their younger guys, and even though they probably had a couple of disappointing parts of their last couple of seasons, they just kept sticking with those young blokes, and those young blokes have really flourished this year, and not only with their footy, but just also physically. They're a couple of years older, a couple of more seasons and off seasons in the gym and whatever. So, I think they're getting some real reward for sticking to their plan, even though they would have been under pressure a few times to do that. And some of those younger guys have really stepped up, and they're playing some great footy at the moment.
Would you like to see more from, say, Jerome? Like, I noticed a try assist, that he's only got 1 try assist for the season, say in comparison to Adam Reynolds, who's got 10. I mean, it's kind of hard you can't really maybe compare the two. He's got a new back rower next to him, but you want to see a bit more involvement from him.
I don't know about more involvement. He just needs to back himself a little bit more, I think. Again, we'd love to see him have more try assists, more tries without a doubt. But you know, it's not just about what he does at times; it's also about what the rest of the team are doing. But yeah, he just needs to back himself a little bit more. I think that's you know, the big thing for Jerome. You know, back himself. You know, he's a really creative player, so you know, we just need him to play to his strengths and see what happens from that.
So you don't think the leadership is, I guess, making him a vice captain? It's not like he's more, I don't know, worried about the team than his own game, or?
Oh, I wouldn't think so. You know, like, it's not as if he's 21, 22. You know, he's 27, 28-year-old, so he's been around a bit. And, yeah, and with all due respect, we want to try and spread the leadership out. You know, across it. You know, a few more in the team. You know, like obviously we lost some very experienced players in the last year, so you know we need those guys to step up. And yeah, I don't think that's the issue. He just needs to back himself and you know, be clear with what he needs to do and what he wants to do, and go from there.